The Timeless Clock. Findavin once told me about one of his companions, a curious little fellow named Tink. He wasn't loud, he wasn't boastful, but if something was broken, Tink would fix it. Anything, always, somehow. And so, when the Wandering Tavern drifted to a quiet corner of the multiverse, I knew exactly what job to give him. An ancient clock built by ancestors long gone sat in a faraway realm. Its purpose had been lost to time, but it was crucial. The clock's mechanisms would warn the people of an upcoming event, perhaps years or decades in the future. But they didn't understand what a clock was, and they truly needed to. Tink was just the gnome for the job. Upon arriving in Leilon, I approached Tink. I asked him for his participation in this, and he agreed, but he said he would need some time. So the next day he entered the tavern with his mechanical tiger friend, a gleaming, jointed construct named Thalid that clicked and whirred as it moved. I am ready, Tink said, adjusting his goggles and twiddling the dials on the tiger's back. The tiger padded silently, obedient and curious, its eyes glowing faintly like tiny lanterns. I handed him the task: show the people the clock, explain its importance, repair it if necessary. Tink studied the design for a long moment. He murmured to the tiger, and the tiger responded with a mechanical growl. Reassurance or encouragement, I could not tell. Then they left, and as always, what followed happened off camera. I imagined Tink navigating a world where no one understood the very concept of time, explaining the purpose of hours and minutes to a society that measured days by seasons and storms, repairing centuries old gears while the mechanical tiger stood guard, ready to act at a moment's notice. I imagined his clever hands, small and precise, turning levers that hadn't moved in generations. I imagined the villagers staring, bewildered at first, then slowly nodding in comprehension. A clock ticking for the first time in hundreds of years. Days, weeks, perhaps months passed. When Tink returned, he looked tired but satisfied. The mechanical tiger padded behind him, whirring softly, its gears still in perfect tune. The people of that faraway realm now understood something they had never known: how to measure time, how to anticipate events long before they arrived, how the work of a small gnome and his mechanical companion could safeguard generations. Tink nodded quietly to me. I have done what was needed, he said. I smiled. The mechanical tiger purred, or as close to a purr as a construct can manage, and that was enough. The Wandering Tavern drifted on. The fire crackled, the mugs waited, and somewhere in a distant realm, time itself ticked a little more faithfully, all thanks to a gnome and his mechanical tiger friend.